Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I am your co-host, Ted Jenkins, sitting here with my co-host, Lee Heisman, today, and, of course, our guest today, Michael Fusco, CEO of WorldClaim. And I'll tell you what, we learned a ton about the insurance business today and what it could mean to your business. So you should go to shrimptankpodcast.com. You will learn what insurance companies you should deal with. You'll learn about what you should know about your policies, but most importantly, who to call and when to call them if something happens in your business. As always, you can get a replay of all of our fabulous 220-plus business owners that we've interviewed here in Atlanta and some 1,000 business owners that we've interviewed across the country by simply going to shrimptankpodcast.com. You can get us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iHeart. It's doing great on there. And, of course, we are now the #1 entrepreneur podcast in the city of Atlanta.
So, Michael, it was quite intriguing because as a business owner myself, I pay insurance. I pay my insurance brokers to cover my company, to cover my home. And I've always felt when there was an incident, I had those agents that worked for that company to represent me. But being a public adjuster, I'm coming to find that isn't exactly the case. Can you elaborate?
Well, I can, because you hit on the salient argument there, is that they work for that company. They work for Allstate. They work for State Farm. We never, ever, ever work for them. We only work for the client in preparing and presenting their claims to make sure that they maximize the recovery, and we expedite the process.
You know, Michael, we talked about a lot of things on the show today, but a lot of business owners that they own a building, because a lot of owners do like having commercial real estate as an asset, and let's say they have a flood or they have a fire. They're always thinking about, how do I fix the building? But the one thing a lot of business owners miss, you said on the show today, is something called business interruption, which sometimes is buried on page 46 of their policy. What is that exactly for owners that are watching the post-show wrap-up?
Well, business interruption is the money that the insurance company owes you when your business is lost. And that also has a subcomponent known as extra expense. And that is a part of the policy that if you don't use it, you lose it. Used properly, you can get your business relocated on the insurance company's dime so you can get back into business quickly. And that's really what it's all about after a disaster.
Ted, we have such a well-spoken guest today, using the words
he
like...
He's more well-spoken than you, not better dressed and better well-spoken than us.
Michael, the rest of the day I'm going to find 5 reasons to use the word salient that you brought up earlier. But I'll ask you 2 questions, and it's important for our listeners out there to understand. The first question is, you talked about sometimes the return on these insurance claims, has it been 100% more, 200% more than they would have gotten? What is the average return you're getting compared to what an insurance company would give a claim?
Listen, we tell everybody day in and day out, we make a 25 to 45% difference. However, the success stories we have do hit those levels.
Sometimes 1,000% more. It can be.
There's no question about it. Because here's the thing. When you have a loss, me, you, and the insurance company all have one thing in common. You know what that is? They have no idea how much money they owe you. We create the value in telling them what they owe you, and that's how we help our clients recover.
So how do you get your clients? How exactly do people learn about you and find out about you?
Well, we try to reach out to people ahead of time through trade organizations and so on, and we've been in Atlanta for 40 years. But typically what happens is the day after a fire, you're going to see a guy from my company show up and knock on the door and say, "Hi, sorry you had this disaster. We'd like to see if we can be of some help. We're from WorldClaim, and we help our clients get back into business."
So if somebody wanted to be a little proactive and create a relationship so you can understand their business just in case there is a catastrophe, what would be the best ways for them to reach out to you today?
Well, if they reach out to us through our website at worldclaim.net or call our office in Atlanta, we certainly would sit down with them, analyze their policy, and tell them what we believe their potential hurdles and pitfalls would be if they had a claim. And we do that complimentary, as you said, to establish a relationship with the client.
Did you actually see the lava when you went to Hawaii? Did you actually?
Listen, not only did I see the lava, but the lava was 20 feet high and moving at 40 miles an hour like it was shot out of a fire hose. Wow. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, my God.
Imagine that happening to you. And we'll wrap it up with this. I say NEM, it's a twister. It's a twister. And remember this as a business owner, especially when it comes to investing your money. And think about this with insurance. Sometimes return of principal is better than return on principal. The one thing we often skimp about as business owners is that we don't look at our insurance closely enough. We don't read the policies, and usually we're a day late and a dollar short because by the time that accident or that damage has happened, we don't get all of our money back. When you talk to people like Michael Fusco at WorldClaim, this is how you can really keep your business running when a damage happens. Find somebody like these people and get them on your side. And that's your post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp